Hello, everyone. This is Angie. Um, this is a channel about cross stitch. Today is Tuesday, August 2nd. Can you believe it's August already? This is Flosstube number 53. This is my channel all about cross stitch. If you are new, welcome. I have some new subscribers, so thank you so much. If you're returning, thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. Um, if you have not subscribed, I hope you will do. I'm almost to 600, so if you would hit the like and hit the bell so that you will know when I do a new floss tube, and maybe leave me a comment. I would love that. Let's see. I have a new backdrop. I got a new shelf. I've been working in my stitching room since it's summertime and I have the time, and so this is my shelf of everything that I have. All my little finishes and gifts that people have given me are all sitting there on there, and other little doodads. So I just love seeing all my stitching stuff sitting there when I walk in. And I have a new Snoopy vase for those of you who are Snoopy lovers at home. He doesn't sit up here. He sits down in my kitchen window, so I see him every day. All right. So what is going on? I have two fully finished objects. No, take that back. Sorry, I can't count. I have three. So the first thing I finished was this. I think it was called the Cookie Exchange by Kathy Haberman. Can't remember for the life of me what her the name of her company is. Kathy Haberman. Sorry, I have CRS so bad. It's not funny right now. It's like in high gear. And CRS stands for can't remember. That is my problem right now. So I will, I'll link it below. The Cookie Exchange was part of something she did back December. I'm pretty sure you could still get the pattern. I couldn't tell you about. It came with I ordered the rickrack and this board. I'll find it and I'll link it below. But I was very happy with that. I know that my rickrack is a little wabi-sabi, but I'm happy with that. The second thing I finished was this by the Luminous Fiber Arts. I did not, I think there were things that I left off the pattern, but I don't remember what. Oops. I added some, just another button company little pieces. I'm very happy with that. And then most recently, I finished this. This is one of Teresa Kogut's. It's part of her Patreon, and this was the July ornament. This is on 28 count Lugana, mushroom Lugana, and this is on a board by Stitch, etc. Very happy how that turned out. I did this. This was initially going to be for my exchange for the Stitch Etc. retreat. And as I was doing it, I realized it was going to be too big. And so I did it for the exchange. I did it 1/1. And did I take a picture of it before I gave it away? Sorry, but I'm very happy with that. All right, so those are my fully finished. And then I have two FOs. So first I finished this. It is it's part of their mug series. What's in my cup series? There we go. What's in my cup series? And this was they put this out for Mother's Day, and I changed it to say joy, because I know I'm a mom. I could have left it at mom, but I wanted to keep it up. I don't know. I just changed it to joy, and it is not exactly like the pattern called for because I apparently can't follow directions and colors, so some of my flowers ended up being the wrong color, and I just went with it. And I don't know that I know I did this on DMC, and then maybe some of it was just picked out things. And then a long time ago, I purchased this pattern, and I did it on, this was fabric from Stitchville. It was opalescent, white opalescent. And here's what I did. I did not follow directions very well on this one either, because the sheep's blankets are different, and I did the houses, but I don't know how well you can see on there, but there is all of this bottom part is stitched white, so they're like standing on the snow, and then there's some big snowflakes, and I did it on the opalescent, and so I did not add that. If I find some nice snowflake buttons, I might add them, but otherwise I have the tin, so it will fit. And I did this over one because oh yeah, I just did like a quick fold over, but it should fit in there just so. Happy with that. And then I think the last time I showed you, I was working on this. This is it's by, I don't want to say the wrong thing, Little House Needleworks through Classic Colorworks. I want to say you could still go to Classic Colorworks and get these patterns off of there, but don't quote me. If it is possible, I'll link it below. So I got this one done, and there are 3 in the series. So, and I'll show you number 3 in a minute. So those were my FOs, finished objects. My whips, I'm gonna jump up to whips. So I thought when I was dreaming that I would get this done in the month of July. I have started, where am I at? I'm over here. I've started doing the back stitch. I got Thomas's initials on there. I did not there's supposed to be a box around it, and I left it. I just did their initials, and now I'm going back and I'm outlining the leaves and the acorns and the leaves. So I've told myself I thread 3 needles, and I told myself three of those, get 3 of those done, and then I'm hoping every day I could do that. That's my plan. That's my hope. All right, so works in progress, whips. So I'm working on the 3rd in the series. I am not doing the called for colors. I'm just doing the first pattern didn't, this was the first pattern, and it just listed blue, cream, brown, red. You pick. The next 2 patterns had specific colors to use, but I wanted to keep using the same colors that I had used. And so that's what I did. The green isn't exact because it was color and cotton thread, and the first green that I used was like a specialty one that they didn't have, so I just got the next closest from them. My next whip is, I don't remember where this was when I did this in July. This is Hands-On Design, Memorial Day. I think I've done some work since I showed this to you, but I could be wrong, but I'll show it to you anyway. I think I have, because I remember working on this blue. All right, and then I worked more on I did not touch my Snoopy stocking since we chatted last. I don't know why. But I'm working on this happy birthday. Here's the picture. There it is, it's hiding in the middle. I'm working on the happy birthday here in the middle. And I got done Woodstock and his hat and Snoopy, part of Snoopy, kind of hard to see with the white, and most of his hat, and I think Charlie Brown's hat, maybe. So I'm happy with that. So those are all of my whips. Well, I do have one more, but I'll show you that. It kind of goes with something else. So haul. I saw somebody, I don't remember who, somebody posted their Lizzie or talked about their Lizzie Kate stand-ups, and I think I have the vampire and the pilgrims, and I was like, I just have to have the rest. And so, and they come with their little thingamabob. So I got him. I think it was somebody posted. I think somebody posted Uncle Sam and Mrs. Liberty. And so, and it comes with all the doodads that you need. And then, so got some stitching to do. So that was the haul. And then before I went on my latest retreat, I spent a lot of time in here working on organizing. I redid this closet. I took a bookshelf out of there, and I got hanging shoe things and put all my fabric in there. I want all my stitching stuff right here in this room. And so then I started playing with all my specialty threads, because when I see when I see everyone's videos and they have all their specialty threads hanging in the background and they all look so pretty, that I worked on mine. And I used to have mine in these floss away bags, and then, by a ring here. But I just found that I could never I felt like when I went to find a thread, I could never find the thread that I wanted to find. And so it probably took me a couple of hours over a couple of days, and I got them all organized by the maker, and they are alphabetical. And this was just the most relaxing activity, and seeing all these pretty colors and touching them all. It was a lot of fun. My husband and I are going to I don't want to just like hang them from the wall, and I don't want to put a pegboard up. So we're going to take a piece of wood and then mount those like coat hooks. Like, have you ever seen the memes where it says, look, a fighting octopus, and it's a coat hook, but it looks like an octopus ready to fight because it's got two little things. So I think we're going to get those and then hang it on the wall. And then Daleen enabled me to buy some milk thread drops, and I bought a bunch, and I've started kind of thinking about maybe with the new DMC I buy that maybe I'll hang it up. But then I was like, I don't want to write on the back of here or on here to put the label. So I hung it like the specialty floss, and I cut the DMC tag so it fits really nicely on there. So I might start doing that, because I have a whole bunch of these milk thread tags, and they're really nice. So I'll let you know how that goes. All right. So I went with my girlfriends to the Stitch Etc. Christmas in July Stitching with the Housewives retreat in Greenwood, Indiana. And it was a lot of fun. But being with your girl, bring with all the friends, and stitching is fun no matter what, right? Well, it was a lot of fun. They know how to throw a retreat, so it was a lot of fun. Every retreat is different. Every retreat has its own things. And so far this summer, I've been to StitchCon and to this retreat, and both of them are fabulous, and they both have their own touches and things that they do that are special to each retreat, and they were both a blast. So All right, so what, I don't know what to start with. Oh, let's start with haul, because the first thing we did the first day was go shopping. We went shopping at, I want to say it's called Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. I will put the link below. They are primarily a quilting store, but then they also had wool applique. They had a really nice section, and then they had a really nice section of cross stitch. And I want to say in the back there was something else, but I tend not to pay attention to other crafts because I don't need any more rabbit holes. So I got this cool bag that it's like it's not plastic, it's like, it's not canvas. I guess it's plastic or like vinyl-ish. I don't know, but it's woven, so I could stitch on here. I think I'm going to put my name on here. So I got this bag because you always need another bag, right? And at that place, I bought some threads that I think I bought threads I needed for a pattern, and then some that were just for fun, like this wavy navy. I always buy. I like the blues. I bought this for another pattern, which at this moment in time I couldn't tell you what it was. But I bought threads for another pattern, and there I bought this hands-on design Lick the Bowl. I think I'm going to make that for one of my nieces. And then Luminous Fiber Arts, the Friendship series. Isn't that cute? Surprisingly, that's all I bought there. And then at the retreat, Stitch, etc. had their things on sale, so I bought 2 new boards. Do some finishing on there. I don't have a plan in mind, but that's what I bought. And then from Priscilla and Chelsea, I bought Sunflower Fields in the Let's Ride a Bike series. And I got the Pumpkin Patch. And then I will be getting the Halloween one, and I will be getting Rudolph wearing pajamas. So I surprised myself and I spent less money than I thought, which is a good thing, right? So then when we got there, they gifted us these lovely project bags, and they were filled. So we got some floss bitties. I got gingerbread scissors and an antique Santa needle minder. I could use this to put on scissors. It says, if I could read it, Christmas in July with the housewives. A little keychain, or a scissor keep. A reference guide and cloth counter ruler corner guide. A scissor fob with a gingerbread, which matched my gingerbread, and one of these magnet boards. So that was super, super nice. Super, super nice. And we all participated and sent in Christmas cookie things, and they made it into a book, which was awesome. And then, let's see, people came around giving things the whole time. I got a little needle minder. We got a lot. Like, I have a bag full of things that they got. I won, because I know my Priscilla and Chelsea trivia. I won three different days in a row. I won a little bit of fabric. People came around. We all got a threader, a thing of floss, a sticker, and there was candy in here that was delicious. somebody had set out bags of little buttons for you to take. It was just sitting out one morning when we came down. One day morning we came down and they had taken a toilet paper roll and put this inside and then wrapped it like a cracker. And it's a little Lizzie Kate pattern, the Ada, and then all of the floss to do the Lizzie Kate pattern. What's the pattern? Let me see. Forgot. Cozy Christmas Wishes with a mug of cocoa. This lady, Donna White from Napa, Georgia, gave us all thread keeps with a charm and a ring and a thing of tea and a mint. We were given these. She came to weekend, the first weekend, and then she brought enough for everyone for the second weekend too. So thank you so much, Donna, if you're watching. I don't know if she does. But look at how pretty. The bow and a little thing. People really went like way out. I got this needle minder, and there were 3 Hershey Kisses in there. A lady came around. She had done little Scrabble tiles and asked you what your first name was and gave you one. Michelle Lee Quilts came around and gave floss and candy. There might have been some chocolate in there. I can't remember. I ate all the chocolate. Cindy came around and gave these little ornaments. Melanie at Farmhouse Needleworks came around with this bag, and I took it out so it didn't crunch. There were 3. There might have been chocolate in there too, but this little floss thing, a little floss needle minder thing in Christmas fabric. The Vintage Stitcher, she has a floss tube, gave us a wrapped little bag. It has a little bit of even weave, her card, a hook, and a little bracelet that says Vintage Stitcher, be kind, spread love, find peace. And there was a little charm in there too, and I think the charm is in the bottom of one of my bags. These adorable twins, Marcia and Beth, came around and gave us a floss thing with their information on it and a picture of them from when they were little. And they said they don't know who's who because their parents never marked their photos with who is who. And then somebody came by. Who was this? Heidi came by, and she gave Christmas floss drops with a little charm and a little pin and a thingamabob. And then some lovely lady, and I think it's in the bottom of a bag, came around and gave us a little magnet, about this long, and she had taken Christmas ribbon and put it on there so that you could use it as a magnet on your, if you use a magnet board to hold your pattern up. So thank you to all those ladies who did that. There was a make and take one day, and they did Christmas ornaments. I didn't do a Christmas ornament, but we did button covers. I never knew how to do a button cover, and that was a whole lot of fun. We got to do one big and then 2 little ones, and they had all this Christmas fabric already pre-cut and mostly pre-cut. That was a blast. And then Priscilla and Chelsea gifted us this pattern ahead of time. This pattern and all the floss for it. And then you got your choice of linen, and they will have this for sale soon. I don't remember how soon, but soon. And so we were to have it done. I didn't have it done. I'm working on it. I've made, oh my gosh, Priscilla and Chelsea, I don't think they watch my channel, but if they did, they'd be going, she messed up. Yeah, because I made my door 2 rows too long. And so they would have been like floating in the air. So I added extra snow. They're standing on the snow next to their door. So I'm working on finishing mine. I'll get it done. But then we took a finishing class and we were gifted these boards. and shown how to do all the things. Mine's not completely finished because I didn't have mine all the way done. So we got all the things. I have to glue my washers onto my thing. And then we made these little wreaths. They gave us all the things and told us how to do it. So it'll be super pretty when I get it done. So these are going to be a sale soon from Stitch Etc. as well. So Priscilla and Chelsea were lovely. It was lots of fun. The ladies who run Stitch Etc. Are lovely as well. Very lovely as well. I had a new start while I was at the Stitch Etc. retreat. I started Daisy May, and that's as far as I got. It's her little tail. Maybe it goes this way. It's her little tail. It's as far as I've got. And I don't know the color of this thread, or this fabric. I think I'm pretty sure it's a Lugana that was dyed. So let's see. Oh, then we had the exchange. So everybody, if you wanted to participate, they sent you the stocking. And if you wanted to participate, then you donated $5 to Toys for Tots, and you filled your stocking. And they collected them all and your money, and then they came around with a cart while you're sitting at your table, and they just plopped a stocking down in front of you. So it was kind of nice that you didn't have to go and choose, and it was all equal. They were just all the same stocking, and you fill it with whatever you wanted. So I got mine from the Silver State Stitcher. She's from Nevada. Doggone it, I'm gonna blank on her name. This is what I got. Isn't it pretty? It's gonna go up here on my shelf. So I got that. And I got some Lori Holt Be in My Basket Christmas gift tags. And this cool Moda bracelet. And a scissor charm. And Jessica, the Silver State Stitcher. 2 sets of floss drops. And a little decoration. My brain is like toast. And I got a Stitcher's Paradise thread keep. And she gave me this JBW sledding snowman and a sled and the floss. I don't know. Let's see. Is this all the floss? Yes, this is all the floss then to do this pattern. So I made out like a bandit. So, but it looked like, from what I saw, everybody made out like a bandit. Like the stockings were well stuffed. And there was this little. So it was a great time. I think that's all my stitching stuff. The last time I did a video, I didn't do like a life update. I am healthy after having COVID. It was all good. It took me 10 days to test negative though. That was kind of a bummer, but the weather outside was beautiful. So I spent a lot of time outside, and it was funny, not funny. But when I was watching Flosstube, I was watching Pam stitching between the lines, and she showed her arms. She had horrible poison ivy on both of her arms. Well, I had been working out in the back of my yard, and I'm very allergic. And I was sitting at the outside, and I said, Dave, what's on the back of my neck? And he looked and he goes, it's a bug bite. You have a really big bug bite. I'm like, okay. I put hydrocortisone on it. And the next day I'm like, ooh, I got another one. I put more hydrocortisone on it. And then it was over here. And I'm like, Dave, can you look at this again? And he's like, yeah, you have poison ivy. Every year my husband goes through the yard and says, okay, there's poison ivy here, here, and here. Stay away from there. Well, Apparently he missed somewhere. We've never had any before. And I ended up with it across my neck here. And then I had it really bad on my hip. And then it was on my jaw here. And it was here. And then I could feel it. And it was right here. So a round of steroids and some great cream and I was good. So in May, my son Matthew graduated from college and he got a job in Nashville, Tennessee. So he is living with Ben and Tori and loving life and his job very, very much. And John got a new job working for a security company and he's very happy with his job. Ben is doing great at CRNA school. He's going to be a nurse anesthetist. Him and his wife got their house built and he's going to school and doing great. Next week we go to Nashville for his white coat ceremony. And Thomas finished his student teaching in the Chicago Public Schools and he called me just a little while ago. He has a job interview. So send some positive thinking and maybe a few prayers that he gets this job because he needs a job, right? He's very excited. He's so excited. We went to Mexico for a big trip. Thomas and Char didn't go with us because they didn't get to go on their honeymoon, if you remember, and so because they had COVID, and so they went to Scotland and then the Canary Islands. So we went off to Mexico with the boys, the other boys, and Ben's wife Tori, and my brother and his 4 kids, and a friend, and we went down to Cancun, and that was absolutely lovely. We had a fabulous time. It was nice to relax. Been to 2 Cubs games this year and the Indianapolis 500. I think I told you that. Going to the Cubs Cardinals game tomorrow. Hopefully, my Cubbies can pull it off and beat those Cardinals. And then the Big S starts soon. But it'll all be fine, right? Right? It'll all be fine. So I hope you're well. I hope you're stitching. I hope if you've lost your stitchy bug, you found it. I hope everything's good. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody.